everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Tuesday the 4th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning earlier than I really wanted to, but it is what it is. So got up and around though. Daylight savings time is kind of kicking my butt a little bit, still in that whole weird time frame of life, so kind of is what it is. But got up and around, went out and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. Got the dog out with me. We got our little banana and my liter of water in me. Chilled out there for a while, and then wife got up and around, and we had a couple of things we had to get done. She headed off to work. Car worked fine. I think it was just possibly a little low on transmission fluid is what was causing her the issue yesterday. So it seemed to work fine there. I had to take my father-in-law to the doctor today, and we had to be up there at like 8:30, which means we leave here at like 7:30, and gives me plenty of time to get him up there. So I had told my wife, I said, he's wretched about getting up in the morning and getting around, so it's 100% on you to let him make sure he's awake and he's up, calling him, whatever you got to do, and make sure it's ready to go. So, because that's, I don't know, I kind of feel like even as a child, nobody did that for me, so I'm sure as hell not going to do that for an 80-year-old man that needs somebody to help set an alarm for him, kind of thing. So that falls on her to do. But everything went smooth. Got the dog fed. We were chilling out. Everything had a good time. Then it came time to head out. So I went ahead and grabbed myself a drink and a cigar and got the dog in the car. He came over, got in the car, and then we headed up. And it's the last time we're going to that doctor's office. Maybe see the same doctor again, but he's changing firms or something. I don't know. Something about the doctor's office itself. The practice got bought by some giant corporation. They basically fired him. But it is what it is. That's why we got pushed into such an early appointment, because this doctor wanted to get one last check from the insurance company, even though we technically didn't need to see him yet. They went ahead and rushed him in to charge the insurance one more time. But by doing that, it gives us a larger gap to get a new doctor, or possibly if this one finds a new office somewhere that's within range of us going to, we go from there. I'm hoping he finds a new doctor down here much closer to us. I'm not driving 45 minutes, one way to the damn doctor's office. So, and that doctor's office was horrible about timing. Like, it might be sometimes he sees the doctor for 3 to 4 minutes ahead of time. That's it. But he's usually there for an hour and a half past the appointment, which I get into the appointments early because with traffic else, I hate feeling like I'm running late for shit. So we're there for like 2 hours for him to see a doctor for 4 minutes. It's ridiculous. So, including like, just it is what it is. So, but it went fairly decent today. Me and the dog just hung out there. We didn't go anywhere because there was really nowhere to go and do anything. So we sat around. He got out, brought him back home, dropped him off, and then me and the dog chilled out for the day, just kind of doing dog shit. Kind of a few things around the house, nothing too major, kind of simple little stuff. And then went and got my run in. Wife came home from work. She reached out and said she was going to stop by and pick up pizza for her dad on the way home. And I told her, I said, well, I'm still really not feeling hungry right now. So if you think you want a couple slices of pizza from your dad, just steal a couple slices of pizza from him and call it dinner. If not, figure out what else we'll eat here on your own, because I'm really not hungry, which my body does that to me sometimes. I'll easily go a couple, 3 days, and I'll just have like my hard-boiled egg and my banana, twice a day, and that'll be my full meal for the whole day. So went ahead and she said cool, she'd take care of it. So I also told her when I get out on my run, I plan on jumping in the hot tub, kind of give her a heads up what was going on. And then I got back my run, and she decided she wanted to join me in the hot tub also. So she came out, and we were in the hot tub for a while and had herself a nice little conversation and just kind of chatted and talked and enjoyed our time in the hot tub, which I cranked it up. Normally I run about 100 degrees all summer. In the winter I run at 104 when it's cold, and it's in that cooler part right now, so I ran to 102, and then realized it wasn't as cool as I thought it was, so it was a little bit too warm. So kicking it back down, depending on how tomorrow morning goes with temperatures, I'll kick it back down to 100 until it gets cooler here. So I did also open the house up today though, which was nice. So actually I opened it up yesterday, but today I noticed it was also open all day. It was nice having fresh air coming through. No AC running, no fans, no nothing. It's nice. Just thinking about how much money I'm saving not finishing. So that's always a fun little bonus to life. So yeah, got hot tub, got myself a shower. She got herself some meat. Then I headed back outside with the dog and chilled out for the evening with my cigar. Enjoyed the wonderful time. Headed back in kind of early-ish, and we decided to watch an episode of Frasier. We're on the last season, and you can tell it's definitely coming to an end. They're trying to button up a few things. They must have known that the series was ending, because they're, I don't know, doing a few things that kind of feel out of place and odd for that whole thing. So, but it's working out nicely, and it's gonna wrap up soon. We gotta find something else to watch together in the evening. So we usually watch one episode of something most evenings together before we head to bed. So it's kind of not sure what's gonna be next, but we'll figure it out. So thought about possibly even Scrubs. Haven't seen it forever, and I don't know if she's watched it before or not. So might check it out and add that to our list. And then we got a new season of Rookie that's out we haven't seen yet. We can at least get a few episodes of that in before we got to find a whole new series to start over on. So yeah, it's kind of nice. And then grab myself a little snack. So I have my chips and salsa, and wrap that up for the night. Put on a comedy special and call it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.